What's good, YouTube? Because of Kobe here. So, we're going to do the version of Don't Let It End that was live with Lisa Edwards now because you guys mentioned that yesterday. Heidi mentioned that in the chat, and I also saw that Heidi sent that on a list as well. So, we're going to check out the Lisa Edwards version of this as well with them doing it together live. I'm excited to see what this song sounds like live because the studio version is so riveting and so filled with that heart-wrenching emotion. You really feel it deep inside of your soul whenever you're listening to it. So, I bet live it's going to be filled with even more emotion. That's what John is known for with his live performances, and we're also going to have a duet style with a feminine kind of voice inside of it as well, which is going to add a whole nother layer of emotion to this song. So I'm excited to check out this version of it for you guys. Thank you for tuning in. If you're new here, go ahead, subscribe for me. We talk about mental health, addiction, world issues, everything in between. Break down all the lyrics, instrumentation, stage, performance, lighting. I like going the whole 9 yards on here with breaking down the lyrics and everything like that. We'll touch on them a little bit while we're breaking this down. But this is mostly for the performance. If you want the full lyric breakdown, go watch the studio version. I dropped that video last night, so it's right on the videos. If you go into my videos, it'll be one of the first ones there for you right before this one. So check that one out for me as well. I'm very excited to see what this is like live. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you for all of the support. Like I always say on here, if you're struggling with mental health or addiction, anything like that, please go get professional help. Pull yourself out of those problems. Live your best life. Achieve all of your dreams. Show people that hard times can be spun around into something great and into something that can be inspiring. Use that to motivate other people that are also feeling down about whatever they're going through, the addictions and the mental health struggles. Pull each other out of that and use your own experiences to be the inspiration to help pull people out of that, and also have faith in God and Jesus. That's what I always say for myself personally. That's what's really saved me, is my faith inside of God and my faith to Jesus and the prayer that I put out into the world every single day. And I pray for everybody, man. I don't just pray for the things that I'm going through. I be praying for you guys and people overseas around wars and protection for people and everything, man. So I think it's important that we put that kind of energy out into the world, and we ask the forces of the universe to guide the world through the things that it's going through and to protect people inside of that. I appreciate you guys tuning in. We're going to get into this on Vakasa Kavi. A reaction video a day keeps the doctor away. Fuck those apples. We got John Farnham and Lisa Edwards, the Don't Let It End live version.
Part album. And when I recorded it, I just recorded it as a straight-out ballad. But when we started rehearsing it for this particular concert tour, it just felt like it needed to be a duet. So that's what we've done to it. This one's called Don't Let It End.
Let's see what we get here. Oh, that lighting is beautiful, man. I love the lighting.
Today, such a lonely day.
Oh, wow.
I tried to find my way.
Wow, her voice is very fitting for this.
But you, only you, occupy my mind.
Wow. When you have it sang as a duet like this, it becomes question and answer. That's the first thing that I noticed with both sides, them switching off the way that they are right here. You get the feminine side saying the same thing to the masculine side of the song. And that's where I was saying in the video yesterday, don't let that shit slip past you if you ever feel it towards somebody, because you're never gonna probably find it ever again in a person. The feeling inside of this song that this song describes, I said that yesterday, not to ever let that go. And when wow, I already knew, but with them trading off like they are right here and representing both sides feeling the same way, wow, the layer that adds. I just wanted to say that real quick. That's very awesome.
And I try to understand the reason why you're pushing me away, and I try to understand the reason why. Don't let it end,
Yeah.
'cause I can't pretend I'm
Look at
not
that lighting
gonna
right
cry if you
there.
do.
Look at that lighting John got going on. Not to interrupt his beautiful singing here. Look at that lighting right there. That is so complex. It's like simple but complex. Like there's a lot of layers to it if you look way back into it. Wow. I love that they have the lighting like fucking way up into all the rafters and shit and light up the crowd and stuff as well. John's lighting crew is amazing. We've seen some amazing stage lighting on here. Thanks to John's lighting crew specifically. They be going crazy with it.
Don't let me go, darling, you know my heart is breaking in two.
Yes.
Don't let it end, why can't we mend these wounds left open so long? Don't let it end, 'cause I can't pretend to stop loving you.
They are killing it with this. Their voices sound so good together, right? And the trade-off with that question and answer adds a whole layer to this song with the energy of it. I knew that was going to happen with this version of it. I'm glad that I decided to cover this one for you guys also. I do that on here a lot of the time. You guys will be like, hey, this live version's really good, or this other version's really good, and then we'll just do the same song twice in a row and do two different versions of it. I do that on here quite frequently, actually. It's one of my favorite things. We get to hear a lot of different versions of these songs. This is totally different than the studio. He maintained the same effect on the emotion of his voice, like that, how I said it sounds kind of like nasally, like he had been weeping or crying or something, the way that he sings it. He can force that pitch. He can force that effect onto his voice, just pitch wise, and make it sound like he has that going on. I love that. It has a lot to do with breathing. He's probably breathing more from his nose than he usually would, because you would normally breathe with your mouth whenever you're trying to get the air into your diaphragm properly and everything. But if you breathe from your nose, you get that Axl Rose effect, right? That Guns N' Roses Axl Rose fucking effect, right? The nasally sound. And that's what he's doing here. He's using that technique, I believe, is how he's making his voice have that quality to it. I love this. There's so much talent. Like, their voices complement each other well. The music sounds amazing live. Lighting is incredible. Stage is enormous. This is like a big performance right here. I love it. And the words, I mean, we broke those down in the last one, but we'll still touch on them. Today's such a lonely day. I try to find my way. You only occupy my mind. But you occupy my mind. That's a hell of a way to feel about somebody. That's true right there. That's when you truly love someone, is when you can't get them off of your mind to save yourself at all. I try to understand the reason why you're pushing me away. Don't let it end, because I can't pretend. I'm not going to cry if you do. That's one of my favorite bars that we got to break down yesterday. He's just, like, literally just saying, I can't even pretend that I'm going to be okay if this doesn't work out. Don't let me go, darling. You know my heart's breaking in two. Don't let it end. Why can't we mend these wounds left open so long? Don't let it end, because I can't pretend to stop loving you. Saying we can heal each other, and I think that we need to let that happen. We had a whole discussion about it in the last video. Like I said, go check that one out if you want a more in-depth breakdown of all of these lyrics with all the discussion and everything. You can find that in the other video. I love these lyrics. This song is so good.
Today, I heard you calling me, but it's just a storm outside. And today, I want you next to me. Your heart playing with my mind.
Wow.
And I try to understand the reason why you're pushing me away.
And I try to understand the reason why.
Oh yeah, don't let it end. 'Cause I can't pretend I'm not gonna
The
cry.
way that circle is there. I love that.
Don't let me go.
It's like a flower.
Darling, you know my heart is breaking you too.
Isn't that bass guitar?
Why can't we mend these wounds left open so long? Don't let it end, 'cause I can't pretend. I know it's holding on too hard. Even if dreams have passed me by.
Aw, that's so sweet. That's a sweet moment right there. Look at that. Perfect pause right there. Look at that right there. That is artistic connection at its purest form right there. These two are feeling this song right here. I don't blame them. This is one of those songs that just sends you for a loop. It's so deeply emotional, man. Jeez. Today I heard you calling me, but it's just the storm outside, and today I want you next to me, your heart playing with my mind. Like I said in the video yesterday, the opposite of thinking with your heart and thinking with your brain. There's two different sides that can play into the way a person approaches love, and he's describing both sides interacting with each other and how that can be a little bit of a complex and confusing situation. And yes, absolutely, opposites being around each other and having love for each other like that can be very confusing, but if they work through it together and really appreciate each other and like learn to love inside of the differences, it's so beautiful because like I said yesterday, you can have new experiences of things that you would have never thought to do. If you're with somebody that's like not the same as you, you'll both give each other new experiences and new ideas because you're not going to have the same idea and same hobbies and shit. So it's like, then you get to do cool shit that you never would have got to do if you manage to settle in with that person and embrace those differences inside of each other and your thought processes. It's really true, man. Very, very true. These lyrics are so fucking deep. I'm just looking at them right here. I like the part where he says, "Don't let it end because I can't pretend. I know it's holding on too hard, even if dreams have passed me by." He's saying, "I'll hold on to you and even let dreams pass me by because I think that you're worth it." That's what he's saying with that bar there. And it's so true. If you really love somebody, you really will like put some things on hold and allow that connection to work on itself, right? Without the interference of working excessively and shit like that, I think is what he's really getting at. He's willing to put dreams on hold for this person. He loves them so much. That's fucking wild right there. You have to love somebody a lot to be willing to do that, to work with them on things. It's very beautiful if you have that kind of love, like I said.
Don't let it end. I can't pretend I'm not gonna
those rhymes
cry
back
if
there.
you do.
Lisa killing it.
Don't let me go, darling. You know my heart is breaking in two. Don't let it end. I can't pretend to stop loving you.
This is a beautiful performance. Oh, that's sweet. So sweet.
Lisa Edwards, folks.
Yeah.
Now, I already mentioned it to the audience during one of the commercial breaks, but actually we are live right around the country on the 7 Network. Welcome, everybody. Just say hi to Australia. Come on.
Yeah.
We're going to have some fun. We're going to really have some fun.
I love his banter.
I was really pleased to see that Greg Norman won the Australian Open today, and my very good friend, and I love this man, he's a lovely man and a real gentleman. Wayne Grady came in second, I was really proud of him. I'm not a golfer, I just like to watch it on the telly, it's kind of fun.
I'm not a golfer, he says. This was freaking awesome right here. I love stuff like this,
album.
man.
And
I really love stuff like this. This was an awesome fucking song right here. And I love the live version even better than that studio version that we did yesterday. This really is an awesome song. I love how deep it is. Just makes you like really think about connection, right? When it comes to love and how you can feel for somebody so deeply that you'll put your dreams on the back burner to work on things with them. And even if there's opposite kind of attitudes inside of it where it's like he's thinking more logically, her thought with her heart in this scenario, and this song is playing with his mind. And that's such a beautiful way to describe it. I've never heard it put into a bar like that before, breaking down a song on the channel, right? At least I have heard it said that way before, but not breaking anything down on the channel. So it's cool that we got to have that discussion. Like I said, you get to have different experiences if you're with somebody that's not exactly like you and everything like that. It's very, very true that opposites attracting can be an extremely awesome union if those two people can work through whatever differences they have with each other. Not going to be the easiest, but if you get through it, it's going to be fucking awesome. Original video in the description. As always, subscribe to Farnsy, support the artists we have on the channel. I love you guys. Do your best in life. Take care of yourselves. Get help with addiction and mental health if you need it. Live out your dreams, man. That's what we all deserve in this life. I love you guys so much. We're going to get out of here. Vakasa Coffee. A reaction video a day keeps the doctor away. Fuck those apples. Leave a like for me. Comment those suggestions. Subscribe up this way. Bang the notification bell for me. I'll see you guys in the next one. I love you so much. Thank you for everything. Have a blessed night. Peace.